So my sit-em for Week 14 in the NFL, Derek Carr, quarterback, Las Vegas Raiders, right? Because I'll give you a couple of reasons. One, he's going up against the Kansas City Chiefs defense, which has been the best in the NFL over the last 6 weeks. Steve Spagnuolo has done a fantastic job at turning the defense around after a porous first month plus of the season. I think the Raiders offense has been way too inconsistent. Their offensive line play has been up and down all year. And the loss to Washington on Sunday, it was not a surprise. Because I did not think the Raiders were the better team in that one going into that. And I think Derek Carr, who did put up some respected numbers when the two teams met at Allegiant Stadium a few weeks ago, they were pretty respectable. But I think twice in a row, given how well the Chiefs defense has been playing, I definitely think there are better options available for you guys when it comes to Derek Carr and the quarterbacks for Sunday in fantasy football. My fantasy sleeper of the week for Week 14, I'm going to go with Jarvis Landry, the wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns, right? Because for a couple of reasons. Number one, I think that Baker Mayfield knows this is a must-win game, and I definitely think Kevin Stefanski knows this is a must-win game, so they need to be aggressive if they want to beat the Baltimore Ravens. And number two, the Ravens defense has been decimated with injuries, particularly in their secondary, right? Marcus Peters tore his ACL before the season, and Marlon Humphrey tore his pec in their loss on Sunday against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and his season is over. I think Jarvis Landry is going to be the beneficiary of the Browns being aggressive and Kevin Stefanski being aggressive. It is going to be a little bit windy in Cleveland on Sunday, but I think the Browns need to take some shots down the field, and I definitely think Jarvis Landry is by far the best available wide receiver that Baker Mayfield has. He needs to trust his best players, and he needs to trust his best receivers. So I think Jarvis Landry going down the field, I think he's going to make a couple of big plays down the field. I think he's going to score a touchdown. My fantasy sleeper of the week for Week 14 is Jarvis Landry. And by the way, the Ravens are going to be starting Anthony Averett and Tavon Young as their corners. So these are favorable matchups for Jarvis Landry and the Cleveland Browns. And my fantasy must start in Week 14 of the NFL. I'm going to pick Leonard Fournette, running back of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because if you look at both ways, number one, Leonard Fournette himself, he's been a tremendous running back all season, and he's really resurrected his career under Tom Brady and Byron Leftwich, the offensive coordinator. And then how about the Bills' run defense? They're tired. It's a short week. Bill Belichick ran on them 45 times on Monday night, and having this short week going down to Tampa, the Bills' run defense has given up more than 200 yards of total rushing each of the last 2 of the last 3 weeks. 3 weeks ago, Jonathan Taylor had that 185-yard rushing game and 5 total touchdowns. This is a nightmare matchup if you are the Buffalo Bills. I think Leonard Fournette, in front of one of the league's best offensive lines, I think he's going to go out there and he's going to have a field day. And I think he's going to run for 50 to 75 yards and score a touchdown. And I think he's going to catch 5 to 7 passes for 50 to 70 receiving yards. I think the must start of the week, in my view, which is not the obvious, is Leonard Fournette, the running back for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.